This looks like it's in color. That's a nice little change. Because now you can see my TFC red. And speaking of TFC, they won the Toronto Neutral Light Championship today. Even though no one really cares about that. You know, Toronto has a championship. Huzzah. On one of the most miserable and terrible soccer games I've maybe ever seen. There was no point to it, but you gotta hand it to the TFC fans for going out there and supporting the team. And we'll face a Honduras club, so let's see if we can get past the first round this year. But I guess the main goal is still MLS playoffs and then MLS title. Alright, I'm watching Chicago Philly right now, which is actually been a good game, and I'm hoping that Chicago doesn't sweep. At this point, it's 3-3 in the third period, but I'm sure by the time this is uploaded, the score will be different. I mean, it has to be different. And I don't know, Philly fans are just the Montreal Canadiens of the U.S. They're just sore losers. You don't want Chicago to win the championship in Philly. Because even though Detroit and Pittsburgh had class when the other team won in their city, Philly's gonna boo Chicago. They're just not. I don't like the Flyers. They're just goons. I mean, they got some talented players, but Chicago's a work ethic, smart team. And Jonathan Taylor, so finally get him out as a star. I think he's already a star. And Patrick Kane and Seabrook and Keith and Chicago's got a dream team. And Hossa. There's a funny joke my friend made. I told him Chicago's gonna win in 6, and he's like, no. Flyers will win. They got Hossa. To which I replied, Roflao. I think that's it. I don't do that kind of texting. Anyway. So, I hope this game, the series goes to 5. I mean, I hope Philly wins today, because then it'll be 2-1 and makes it more exciting series. For it to be a game 5, then, you know, they win 3 in a row, and then Philly's not going to come back again. And I suppose that means Tails hasn't gotten a single point in this final. But I think he would still win the Conn Smythe, him or Niami. I still think Tails will win because he, you know, that streak he had, 13 games or so. It's incredible. Yeah, it's been a great playoffs. It's too bad it's going to be gone soon. Speaking of playoffs, the NBA playoffs, we have the Lakers and Celtics facing off each other again, which is an exciting matchup because it's the two most storied franchises in the NBA. And, you know, people say Boston has a chance against LA, and they do have a chance against LA because they're hard working, won't take no as an answer team that knows they're a talented team and can do things as long as Doc Rivers keeps them motivated and they stay healthy at their old age. But I think LA's still winning. I say LA will win in 6. LA's just too good. LA really hasn't been challenged too much. I guess OKC kind of challenged them a little bit in Game 3. Phoenix, Game 5 was a pretty epic game. Yeah, but man, I don't know. I just don't see anyone really beating LA. I think they're the best team in the league. But if Boston does come back, that would be incredible. Seeing as no one believed in them, and they had some bad losses to New Jersey in the regular season. But that's rule number 1 of the postseason. It's the postseason. Anything can happen, as we've seen. Cleveland, Montreal. That was terrible fake coughing. Alright. So also with the NBA is all this trade rumors of the summit, which consists of LeBron, it consists of Dwayne Wade, CB4, Chris Bosh. I guess you can include Joe Johnson. I don't know if Amari's in the talks, but he's also a free agent now. And I'm very interested in the story because it's that kind of choice. Do you go for championships, or do you go for money? And I'm not LeBron James, but I'm saying LeBron for 7 years has gone more so for the money, but he's still not being compared to one of the greatest of all time because he doesn't have rings. And that's what really matters, is your jewelry, not, your cash. Like Michael Jordan, exactly, is one. First was the greatest with, I think, 6 championships, was it? I might be wrong on that. I'm not LeBron, I'm just saying I would do, is if you want to be a legend, what really matters is the rings. So, I think if you got CB4, a power forward, not Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know about Amari, but CB4 and LeBron are friends. They have the same agent. They're roughly the same age. I think where they're gonna go, well, Chris Bosh didn't mention Cleveland on his list of teams to go to, but I'm sure he could be convinced. I really don't know what Chris Bosh is gonna do. I mean, he could always just stay in Toronto, but the rumors always kind of get to the guys. The best thing for them to do is just ignore them. And can I just say, LeBron is not cool for giving Cleveland an edge. Why are you making a city panic like that? Why? You're just raising people's hopes, and if it doesn't happen, you just break them down. Don't do that. Come on. Don't say anything. Just listen, but don't talk. Okay? Not cool, man. Don't do that to people. Don't make them nervous, because Cleveland is so dependent on you. I mean, they have the Indians, the Browns, and a rock and roll museum. And the rock and roll museum gets more people and more support than the terrible sports teams. Sorry, Cleveland. Anyway, so to baseball. It was not a perfect game. I would call it a perfect game because it was a stupid mistake. The final out. I forgot who the pitcher was for the Detroit Tigers. That was the final out. The umpire made a mistake, but the umpire has to go with his call, and his call was that, even though it was wrong. It sucks. It would have been amazing for 3 perfect games in not even a month. That is incredible. Incredible. Seeing as only 20 have happened, and 2 have happened in the past month. And we're on a holiday, come on, I'm a Jays fan, and you have to do that? It only takes you 3 months? I'm happy for you, but couldn't do it in Toronto. I mean, you did it in Florida with Philly. So, Blue Jays have the most home runs in MLB, and Batista, Wells, and Hill, and Lind, and Encarnacion, and Lewis. They got some good sluggers, but they're not getting the fan support because we've seen this happen before, where they'll start off great, but then they just die. And they've had a bad series against Tampa Bay where they had 2 leads blown in the 9th. And hope if they are not riled by this, I'm sure the fans will come out and watch them. I mean, does the city really care about a sport if it's only going to see the team if they're winning? I mean, people see the Leafs anyway. People see TFC anyway, but that's because they love the game and love the team. So, it's that business versus unconditional love thing. Or, media makes you think you love the team, like the Boston Red Sox Nation. There's a lot of media hype there. Maybe you do love the Red Sox, but there is that, nation kind of charm to it. Okay, I have 1 minute, so I'm just going to say this quickly. MLB playoffs are stupid. You have 162 games, and then only 4 teams from each, league makes the playoffs? You're doing 162 games. Can't you do, 8 more? Why do you have to have 4 teams, and then one of the series is the best of 5? That's stupid. Why can't you have 8 teams, and like the Blue Jays haven't made the postseason in so long, and so many other teams? Why can't you just give their clubs a glimmer of hope and just have 8 teams, like NBA and NHL, and just make it more exciting? Like, why? Why can't you just have more teams? Why? You want to see the best in baseball? Well, come on. I mean, Toronto's a good team. You gotta give them a chance, and it makes for great Cinderella stories. Anyway, I'm out of time, and I'll be back, and hopefully raising a Chicago flag if I have one.